week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. This will be taken short. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position. They get it up past the 35.
Let's go. At their own 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Taylor. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did McGrath into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. There he goes, right side, and he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Now, remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. On 1st down, Taylor, and he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. Coming off the line, he's been wreaking havoc all year. And look, that's why, as a result, he's getting some looks for Defensive Player of the Year in the NFL.
And I know that many people don't have him first on their list right now, but he deserves that type of consideration. You mentioned it. all year long, he's made big plays and continues to do so. Imagine if he has a big game here. If so, he could vault himself right into the #1 spot.
Mayfield on play action. Shaquille Barrett in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Taken from just outside the 30. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Under 10, under 10, 10. Hey, 734. Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
Shotgun now for Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
734.
After the sack on 1st down, Carr, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Open man has got it. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. T.J. Logan, his 5th touchdown now on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early, give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the 1st half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. Taylor. Now the ball comes loose. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
Oh, I love what you just said there. You nailed it, because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that'll be considered a fumble.
On 3rd down, it's Taylor. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. They turn to Taylor on fourth. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A pickup of 2 yards. And a Falcon first down.
Like it. 20.
From the gun, Mayfield. Oh, and it's intercepted. He was trying to give it to Ridley. Picked by Kendall Fuller. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Now Carr. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Brings up second and 1 at the 48-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. To throw, it's Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Express. Just make these babies cry all the way back home.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. Express. Here we go. They're running that.
They'll go for it. It's Carr. He's got Evans. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
I'm coming. Kill, kill, kill. Later 2. 93. 93.
On first down, Carr.
I got you, boy.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
On 2nd down now, it's Logan, and they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle, and if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Throwing on first down is Carr. Flushed out right. And out of bounds right around the 20. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Hey, check Mike 45.
On 2nd down, it's Logan. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Monday, down. Ready? Check 45 to Mike. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Ready?
Carr now on 1st down. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucks. Mike Evans, his 11th touchdown of the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hurry!
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. On 3rd down, it's Taylor. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Carr now on 1st down. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Carr completes it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Carr now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Now Carr again. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. And this is caught by Evans. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Now a give, right side. Logan, and he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. T.J. Logan with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Gonzalez to add the PAT. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
180, 56. Let's go, Abby.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
At the 27-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, you don't want to see me.
Here's Carr. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 23 yards the pickup there.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
They'll run on first down. It's Logan. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check the outs, check the outs, check the outs. Check. Fresno. Monday down. Fresno. Bang, 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 bang. Express. That's it.
This is Gaskin on the carry, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Shift. Go Chief. 29.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Carr. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Logan. 14 yards there, and a Buccaneer first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or bebeing erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Carr now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Logan. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Big series right here, so we got to step it up. 808. 47's the mic. 47's the mic. Hey, Echo. 47's the mic. 47's the mic. Oh, you got deep? Hey,
on 2nd and 7, Carr looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
We're good. 185. Check 3.
This is Logan. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, at some point, these defenders absolutely have to say, we've just got to make a stand. We've had enough of this.
Given up a lot of points in this game, but looked better on that play. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Watch the screen.
Carr now to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And he'll be well short of a first down as he stopped again right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Now Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try.
For the field goal, a 31-yard attempt.
And Gonzalez puts this one through. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field. But they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Mayfield to throw it. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this third quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now a give right side. It's Taylor. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. The Falcons on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 17.
34, Mike 34. Scoot. Here we go.
Mayfield. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. 85 catches for him on the year now, and the result there is a 1st down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Check pass.
On 1st down, Taylor. And he cuts right sideline and some room to go. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 44 yards. A great run, but, you know, this is probably where the offensive coordinator is saying, geez, we could have used a couple of these earlier in the game.
Hey, he's probably telling the head coach, well, talk to the run game coordinator about that. I just called the plays. We should have had this going.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there. With his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the Falcons get a bit closer. Matt Gay on for the extra point. And he's got it as the score is now 31-7. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe bashed it.
Super toe.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, exit. Express. 47, check my 47. Express.
47, Mike, 47.
From the gun, it's Carr. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
The first down play, to be frank, nothing short of awful, and now they have to deal with 2nd and very long.
Hey, Delta.
Mike's 47.
Carr going to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Now Carr. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here's Bradley Pinion now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminating touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
And 10 at the 20-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. Here's Taylor. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They run with Taylor. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
I got it.
Now a give, right side. It's Taylor, and he'll get this only up to about the 35. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
26, right there, 56. Cover.
On 3rd down, Taylor. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This is the type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for Tampa Bay, they've indeed run the table here on the regular season. They finish a perfect 16-0, joining the 07 Pats and the 72 Dolphins as the only teams to ever do so. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, despite the loss, they're going to finish the campaign at a sterling 13-3. And they'll get their shot at playoff football as they'll be on the road next week as a wild card. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.